All right, here we go. Let me tell you, we've got a big cool down on the way for a lot of you across the east. Temperatures dropping below average for the next couple of days as we deal with this really amplified setup. Big ridge across the central United States, keeping us hot here. But look at the trough here in the east. Cloudy, cool, and it's going to get even cooler over the next couple of days. Let's put this in motion a little bit. You know, there's a reinforcing lobe of some cold air that's going to be moving into the northeast over the next 24 to 48 hours. Underneath this low, I think we're going to see quite a few showers, some instability, some clouds, and then that cold air behind this kind of rushes in. I mean, it's cold for August standards, right? It's not going to be frigid or anything, but I think many of you will start to feel like it's fall outside anyway, with temperatures in the morning in the 40s and 50s in many areas. I'm going to show you that in just a second. Across the west, we're watching another upper low back here. That's going to bring some unsettled conditions into parts of California, also across the west, while this high here in the upper levels starts to dominate not just the central U.S., but as we move into the weekend, I'm just going to say enjoy the cool down while you can, especially across the east, because I don't think it's going to last as we see this long wave weather pattern start to shift up heading into next week, really into the weekend, then into next week as we start to heat up again across the east. All right, let's take a look at the temperatures. I think this is the big weather story, at least for the next couple of days anyway. Move the timestamp up here so you can see it. These are your numbers in real time, modeled out through the overnight. Of course, with clouds, it's going to be kind of nasty and drizzly in some places across the northeast with some showers. But take a look at these temperatures on Tuesday morning, waking up in the 40s and 50s. We've got 60s rising back up into the 70s across parts of the Midwest. But the mountains, especially into the northeast, higher elevations, the Catskills, potentially Adirondacks, up into the Green and White Mountains, we may not get out of the 40s with clouds and showery conditions also into parts of Maine. And then look at these numbers as we get into early Wednesday morning. I mean, check this out. We've got numbers into the 40s from parts of Wisconsin, pushing close to 50 anyway, at least getting very close to St. Louis. But I think Indianapolis over to Columbus, we're in the upper 40s. Some areas in those high elevation mountain valleys here in the Appalachians could drop into the upper 30s, especially into parts of northern West Virginia, parts of central Pennsylvania. And then, I mean, look, we're talking about August 21st, waking up to 40s and 50s, even down into parts of southern New England. We'll be close to 50 here. As we head into the afternoon of Wednesday with some sunshine, we rebound back up into the upper 60s and 70s. But again, across the northeast where we've got that cloud cover, highs held back again. Look at that, 40s and 50s for the mountains. Here's your heat, though, way across the deep south into parts of Louisiana, East Texas, in the upper 90s. Comfortable 70s, though, across the upper Midwest, also into parts of the Great Lakes, down into the Ohio Valley. Nice here, also into parts of the Mid-Atlantic. Another cool morning on Thursday. I mean, this is incredible. We're looking at multiple days of numbers below average, a good 20 degrees or so in some cases. Waking up again in the 40s and 50s. Warming up, though. I'm going to move this ahead in time. This would be Thursday afternoon, high temperature somewhere here. As we move, now into Friday, there come your 90s. So we're back hot here again from Indianapolis, close to 90 anyway, over to St. Louis, and also down into Little Rock, where the triple-digit heat is starting to encroach a little bit. And then, look, by the weekend, the heat is back. We're talking about upper 80s, close to 90, pushing into parts of southern Michigan with high temperatures. Across the middle part of the country, triple digits, again, across Texas this week. That's Thursday, but let's take you through Tuesday into Wednesday. There's your highs Tuesday. Heading into Wednesday, we're still looking at the heat. And I'm telling you, even up here into the Dakotas, South Dakota, Pierre, west of that, we could be in the triple digits here. Another hot one, even up into parts of Montana. You got to get up into the higher elevations before you cool off up here into the Rockies. And then there's that dividing line. You can clearly see where our trough is here in the east. Baking 90s for Nebraska, triple digits up into Kansas, Oklahoma City. The heat is on here, and look, it just builds north as we move into the weekend into parts of next week. Some severe weather on Tuesday possible here into parts of Montana, but other than that, we're just dealing with some showers here across the northeast. Some of these could drop some heavy rain at times through the evening hours, but now we're just looking at cloudy, cool, showery conditions, maybe some storms across parts of Florida. There's that wraparound flow as we head into Wednesday here with your upper low spinning, pulling in things like this. So maybe even some enhancement from some showers across the lakes here, possibly. But look at that, kind of wet here up into the mountains. Across the west, there's your severe risk as we head through the evening hours into the overnight. again on Tuesday, this would be the area I think we need to watch once again. It's going to be really warm here too. So anything that starts to break out as our next system moves through could get a little strong into parts of Montana. Models aren't doing a good job of holding on to that, but here comes our next system into the Pacific Northwest. That's going to bring some rain showers, some cooler conditions too as we move toward Thursday and then Friday. Let's really take you out in time, find where you are on the map. We're going to go through the next couple of days here. There's that upper low across the east. There's your setup. You got a bit of that ridge here with the trough in the east. Hot, high pressure here across the southwest. Some monsoon showers possible across the southwest and the Four Corners states Wednesday, Thursday, into Friday. And then the pattern does start to shift up. Some showers also across Florida too. A bit of a northeasterly flow here, bringing in that moisture. And then across the west, there's your upper low, keeping it quite showery. And it's kind of tough to see, but you got to really dig in here. Maybe some high elevation snow into parts of Idaho, maybe in the highest elevations of Montana as we head toward Saturday and Sunday. There's going to be a lot of cold air aloft with this system, so pretty interesting to see that snow trying to show up here in late August. Okay, that's all I got for now. I hope you've enjoyed this. If it's your first time, I hope you'll subscribe. My name is Travis Roberts. I'm a former TV chief meteorologist doing stuff here on YouTube. It's a hobby of mine. And look, winter's just getting going, right? It's not even close to time to winter, right? I just want to see if you're paying attention. We've got a long way to go, but I get into that. I'm getting to that because I absolutely love winter forecasting. And in my mind, winter's kind of getting going when you start to see your first indications of some snow across the west. So we're moving quickly into towards September. Before you know it, we're going to be tracking winter storms. So subscribe, come back. Hope you have a great night or a great morning, whatever time it is, wherever you are.